In all things, I have shown you that by working hard in this way, we must help the weak and remember the words of the Lord Yeshua, how he himself said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Well, we've made it nearly to the end of another work week. Not quite, but we're approaching it. Maybe you're heading home from work. Maybe you're listening while you're out for a walk. Or maybe you're just taking a few quiet minutes before the day gets busy. Either way, I think this is a good verse to sit with for a little while. Paul is speaking to the elders from Ephesus. And as he's saying goodbye, he reminds them of something Yeshua taught. It is more blessed to give than to receive. That's a simple sentence. Most of us have heard it before. But if we're honest, it runs against just about everything our culture teaches. From the time we're little, we're encouraged to ask, "What's in it for me? What can I get? What do I deserve? What have I earned?" Even as adults, it's easy to measure life by what we've accumulated: our possessions, our accomplishments, our status, our comfort. But Yeshua points us in the opposite direction. He says there's a greater blessing in giving. Not because giving makes us richer, not because it earns us God's favor, but because giving shapes our hearts to look more like His. You know, I've noticed something on bike rides over the years. Every once in a while, you'll pass another cyclist coming in the other direction. Most of the time, you don't know each other, but almost without thinking, one of you will give a little wave or a nod. It's a small thing. It doesn't cost anything. You don't stop and have a conversation. You just acknowledge another traveler on the road. Funny how something that simple can brighten your ride. It's a reminder that you're not traveling alone. Life is full of opportunities like that. A kind word, a listening ear, holding the door for someone whose hands are full, taking time to check on a neighbor, sharing a meal, helping someone who's struggling, praying with a friend. None of those things are likely to make headlines, but they're exactly the kind of things that reflect the heart of our Savior. Sometimes when we hear the word give, our minds go straight to money. And certainly, generosity includes our finances. But it's much bigger than that. You can give encouragement. You can give forgiveness. You can give your time. You can give your attention to someone who feels forgotten. In a world where everyone seems to be in a hurry, giving someone your full attention may be one of the greatest gifts that you can ever offer. Think about the way Yeshua treated people. He wasn't always rushing to the next thing. He stopped for the blind man calling from the roadside. He noticed the woman who had been suffering for years. He made time for children when others tried to send them away. He gave people something our world often withholds: His presence. As His followers, we're called to do the same. Not because we're trying to earn heaven, but because we've already received something far greater than we could ever repay. God has been incredibly generous to us. He's given us mercy when we deserved judgment. He's given us hope when we were without it. He's given us His Son. When you stop and think about that, generosity becomes less of an obligation and more of a response. So as you head into this Thursday, ask yourself a simple question: who can I bless today? It doesn't have to be something dramatic. In fact, it probably won't be. Most acts of kindness are quiet. Most opportunities to give are ordinary. But don't underestimate them. The Lord notices every cup of cold water given in His name, Every encouraging word, every unseen act of service, every moment of generosity that comes from a heart transformed by His grace. So let's head into this day looking a little less at what we can receive and a little more at what we can give. Because according to Yeshua, that's where one of life's greatest blessings is found. Thank you for joining me here this morning, my friends, family, and anyone else who might be riding along and listening. I hope to see you here again tomorrow morning. And until then, Abba Woolen. Shalom, shalom.